Hi everyone, it's Dia with Eat, Run, Plan, Repeat. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, thank you for stopping by. Today I'm going to be doing a flip through of January in my 2021 Hobonichi Cousin Planner. So if you want, grab yourself a cup of coffee with me and let's get started. So let's start with the cover. I'm actually a little bit bummed that I haven't taken the time to decorate my cover this year. I normally like to tape things to the front of my cover and decorate it, but it's usually in a leather cover, and this year I decided to get a clear cover for it, which was a whole challenge in itself because the Midori A5 cover is supposed to fit it, but it only fit my Hobonichi Avec, not my full year Hobonichi, which is what I'm using this year. Some people gave me advice to blow dry it or flatten it out a little and stretch it before putting it on, but before I even had a chance to do that, my husband had ordered a planner from Galen Leather, and I'm not sure which one it was, but it came with this clear cover on it, and he wasn't using it, so it fit my Hobonichi perfectly. But like I said, I haven't taken the time to decorate it. I just stuck this piece of paper in here that my husband was using to test out some of his pens and ink, but I'm hoping to take time to do that soon. On the front cover here, I just printed up some drawings that I had made and taped them on. These tabs right here are from Martha Plans. I love these floating tabs. I have used sticky tabs before, but because the paper is so thin, sometimes it's hard to take them off and on without, bending your paper too much. So these are perfect. They just slide on the page and they stay in place. Same as last year, I'm using this yearly overview as my habit tracker, and I keep track of my miracle morning in this, which is savers, silence, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, and scribing. And I actually did pretty good, better than I did at the end of last year. Down at the bottom here, I used to do this in a previous planner, and I'm not sure why I stopped doing it, but I decided to do it again. I'm keeping track of like the monthly tally of my social media. Next is my monthlies, but before I show you my January monthly, I want to show you my December. I couldn't wait to get started in this book, so I thought I would go ahead and start using the monthly pages for December. And I wanted to do the Oodles of Doodles challenge again. I didn't want to do it on my iPad this time. I wanted to do it in an actual paper planner and use real watercolors and real pens and pencils. So I started doing it in here, and I love the way this page turned out. I love how the paper is all crinkly. I love the colors. I love everything about it. So that's what I decided to do in January, and it was a complete fail. Not only did I not like how my drawings were looking together, I don't know, just the colors, something I wasn't enjoying them as much, but there was a few times where I needed to refer back to something that happened in the month and it wasn't going to be written in here. I do have it on my digital planner, but it's just so much easier to flip open a book and see it right away. I actually had to go flipping through my weekly pages to try and figure out when something had happened. So I really like keeping our appointments and larger events in this section. So after 5 days, I decided to go ahead and use this like I always have. I have this sticker over here from Little Raven Ink. Courtney has the best drawings ever. Her little monsters are adorable. I don't know why it took me so long to sign up for her Patreon, but I finally did, and you're gonna see her little creations all over my planner. These little stickers right here are from Franny Lamb Plans on Etsy. I'll go ahead and leave her link down below. I thought I would try and color code my monthly page, so anything for my daughter is in pink, anything for my husband was in this beautiful gold color, but I think I quickly got tired of that and decided to just put everything back in black again. I just don't like too much color. It starts to look sloppy to me, so I went back to just using black ink. And we'll skip over to the weekly pages now. Even though I was extremely anxious to start in this planner, I went ahead and finished out the last week in my 2020 planner and left this one blank. I thought about moving everything over here, but I didn't want to have to rewrite it all, so I just started on the new year, which looks like I didn't do much anyway. Over here, same as usual, I keep track of my Instagram and YouTube followers. I thought I would start doing a little doodle down here since I wasn't doing it in my monthly pages anymore, and I love the way this little beanie turned out. I draw these lines down at the bottom with this clear ruler that I have no idea where I got it, but I love this ruler. It's the perfect size to reach all the way across the pages in here. And I love that it's a clear ruler because you can, I don't know, just being able to see through it helps a lot. I had a silver ruler and I don't like when I can't see through it. I just end up drawing crooked lines sometimes. The highlighter that I use is this mild liner. I am on the hunt for new highlighters because these ones tend to make my ink smear. And not only that, the pink one that I have, it's almost like a fluorescent pink, and I want softer colors. I kind of like my nails. I want like a softer pink. So if you guys have any suggestions, I'd love to hear it down below. And before I move to the next spread, I have settled on this pen. This is my Pilot Vanishing Point in Extra Fine. I love this pen. I love that it's a click pen because I can just quickly click it, write something in, and then close it back up again. It took me a little while to get used to using this pen because I kind of hold my pen funny. I hold it with 3 fingers, not 2 fingers like most people. But having this little clip here has actually made it easier for me to write. So I love this pen. I have platinum ink in it, the color Carbon, and I've been loving it so far. Whenever I need to write in or fill in something bigger, or when I do some of the script at the top of my pages, I use this Tombow Futunesco, and I think it's the hard tip one. And I've been getting used to using this one more and more. I love this pen. When it runs out, I'll for sure get another one. Okay, so let's flip to the next page. Same thing on here, not really using any stickers so far this year. I have my trackers over here, another doodle, and dinners. Right here, I was having a lot of trouble with ink smearing. That hasn't happened as much with my Pilot and Carbon ink. I think this was happening more when I was using Noodler's Heart of Darkness. Not sure why I didn't draw anything that day. I have some more smearing right here. So to help with the smearing, I do have these pencil boards in here. So if I write something in and then I need to skip to my weekly pages or my monthly pages, I will just stick this in between so that my ink doesn't smear. And also I do use pencil boards. These help especially with fountain pens to kind of get a nice grip on the paper and so that it doesn't leave a lot of imprinting on the paper too. I drew this little backpack here because I got a really cute backpack to carry all my planner stuff in. I'm going to be taking a trip pretty soon to Colorado, so I'll probably show some pictures of that bag soon. And this is the week that I downloaded some of Little Raven Ink's artwork, and I think that's what I'm going to go ahead and keep in this area now. So that's it for the weekly pages. Nothing much has changed from last year. Before we get started in my daily pages, I am using this as a personal journal now. I don't have a separate journal anymore. I was using this as a to-do list last year, but was finding that I was just duplicating things from my Hobonichi A6 to this one. So this year I decided to turn this into my journal. So it's mainly writing and a lot of it's private, so I will need to blur it out. I've never done anything with these blank pages at the beginning of each month in my other Hobonichis, but I saw Sterling Ink had these free printables, so I went ahead and printed it up on clear sticker paper and stuck it in here. Not something you want to do alone. I ended up ripping my paper and struggling to do it in February. I had to have my husband help me, and it came out much better. Here are a few of Courtney's stickers. It's just a lot of writing and a couple stickers right now. For my birthday, I did get a Canon Ivy, which is a small portable printer, and it prints this size paper right here on this really thin sticker paper. I love this printer for its convenience and for how thin the paper is, but I don't love the quality. I wish it was better quality. I would probably use this printer for everything if it was, but I still mainly use my Canon Selfie and keep a lot of the pictures in a separate journal, but I thought it was cute to have a picture in here every once in a while. Kind of boring. Every once in a while I'll stick in something like this. It's a little post-it that my daughter left for me. And I went back and stuck in a lot of these stickers from Little Raven ink. Another picture of my daughter. This year has been pretty sad with COVID keeping her from attending her senior year. Okay, this is what I want to show you too. I have always written these up here in cursive, and I decided that I wanted to start learning how to use my brush pen a little more. So I started practicing writing it out, and it's funny because I've improved so much from these first days of trying to write with a brush pen. I wrote practice right here because I was practicing with it. Having a bound planner has taught me one thing, that it doesn't always need to be perfect. I was practicing with my pen right here and I wanted to write the word windy, but I was so focused on trying to use the brush pen correctly that I put whitey. So if this was a ring planner or a disc planner, I know I would have just ripped this page out and rewritten this. So I'm glad that I kind of have to just stick with my mistakes in here and remind myself that it's okay to be human. Exciting day. Stay-at-home order was lifted in California, but I have yet to really go out and dine anywhere yet. I had a migraine that lasted 2 days. It was horrible, so I did this little doodle. Down here, I wrote out WandaVision. If any of you are Marvel fans, you need to watch WandaVision. You gotta stick with it. The first 3 episodes are pretty slow, but it is well worth the wait. And another one of my favorite shows is Big Bang Theory, and I love Sheldon. So I just printed this up on regular paper and put it in here. My husband and I have been watching the entire series from the beginning and we're almost done. So I just kind of wanted to document that. And I do have another pencil board in here that I use because I'll usually write in my journal, stick this in here, and then go over to my weekly pages, and that keeps the ink from transferring to the other pages. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, I do use this pen for my journaling. This is a Platinum Plaisir. I love these pens. If you like the Platinum Preppy, you will love this pen. It's kind of like its big brother. It's actually the same feed and the same nib as the Platinum Preppy. You can unscrew this from a Platinum Preppy and stick it into one of these pens if you want. And it's just kind of a nicer, fancier version of the Preppy, and I like that it's a snap lid because it's easy to open up and close. It doesn't come in extra fine, but like I said, you can take the feed out of the Preppy and just stick it in here. But I am using it in the fine and not the extra fine. Okay, so that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this flip through. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I'll try to link any stores down below as well. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see more from me, be sure to subscribe. And if you want to be notified whenever I post a new video, make sure you hit that notification bell. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.